Okay, this is some big breaking news that's coming in. Now, this is a tweet that has come from Rajinikanth, who says that a formal announcement as far as his political plunge is concerned will be made on the 31st of December. So, political party will be launched in January. Announcement regarding it will be made on the 31st of December. That is what the actor Rajinikanth has in fact tweeted at this point in time. Remember, this is extremely important because for a long time now there has been a lot of speculation surrounding Rajinikanth's entry into politics. There has been a lot of pressure from his fans as well. Even a few days ago, we saw that pressure building as far as fans are concerned, and he has constantly kept saying, that he will announce it at the appropriate time without sort of giving any kind of indication as to when that appropriate time might be. So this comes after a lot of speculation, after years, in fact, of speculation over Rajinikanth entering politics. This is some sort of indication here on the 31st of December is what we understand, that this announcement, a formal announcement will come. But nonetheless, this does mean that he has gone ahead and finally taken that plunge into politics at this point in time. He will be launching his own political party in January is what we understand at this point in time. This is the word coming in from Rajinikanth himself. He has tweeted himself on this entire issue as far as his entry into politics is concerned. Those are the details coming in. Sumansi Raman is joining us on the phone line. Thank you, Sumansi Raman, for joining us. Your first reaction, because I mean, like I was saying, this has been going on, the speculation for years has been going on. Now, finally, do you think this is going to be it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a clear-cut announcement. I don't think there's any going back now. This was in the offing. I mean, I said it clearly after the meeting that he had with the district representatives of his fans association last week. It was very clear that he was going to enter politics, and it was a matter of time. Now, we still do not know, what is going to be the party's stand regarding the forthcoming elections and so on. But he seems to have indicated that he's planning to, the party will contest the election. So this is going to be very, very interesting because it changes the entire, basis of all the political calculations that we've been having about Tamil Nadu elections for the last year.
Right. Mr. Raman, the question, of course, is once again here, we're not really seeing that official announcement. It's still, I am going to make an official announcement on the 31st of December. How do you really read that? Why not just come out, if you're coming out and saying that I will be making the announcement, why not just make the announcement?
No, I think, 31st December was the date in 2017 when he first made the announcement that he will be entering electoral politics.
Okay.
I think that he sees some kind of sentiment associated with that date. Otherwise, December 12th is his birthday, the 71st birthday. So it's easy to have chosen December 12th to make the announcement. But obviously, he's chosen 31st for a reason. The party is being started in January. And therefore, I think that he would have wanted to make the announcement as close to the date as possible because, my gut feel, and this is, of course, speculation at this point, is that he would also announce the strategy of the party at that meeting on December 31st, whether the party will go it alone, whether the party is going to have an alliance with, if so, with whom, how many seats they plan to contest. So I think that a lot of announcements are likely to be made in that regard, and that needs time. So the discussions are probably or have already started. So that is why he's making this announcement on 31st.
Yes, all right. And of course, how would you, of course, this is really sort of a little speculative here, but this is going to change the way the entire assembly elections, the landscape of those elections, a lot of it is going to change once this becomes formal and once we know, the entire contours of this Rajinikanth's entry.
I think that, it changes the game completely. I mean, all bets now are off as far as the result of 2021 elections. I think literally every major political party in the state, and that includes the DMK and the AIADMK, will be extremely, extremely nervous. Whether he would take 10% of the vote, 15% of the vote, whose vote is he going to take? all of this is right now in the realm of speculation. But one thing we know for sure, this is not the same as Mr. Kamal Hassan announcing an entry into politics. Mr. Rajinikanth is, as far as the mass appeal goes, he's in a hugely different bracket. And this is completely a game changer as far as Tamil Nadu politics is concerned. We'll have to wait and see the result. But certainly the announcement I would go as far as saying it's spreading panic among the established political parties.
Yes, I'm sure it must be, and like you said, this is all bets will be off until there is some clarity on this front here. Sumansi Raman, thank you for joining us with your perspective. I'm also being joined by Tanvi Shukla as well on the phone line. Tanvi, this is just a few days back. This was once again there was pressure from fans that Rajinikanth should make his official announcement for politics, and now he has finally said that the formal announcement will come on the 31st of December. But nonetheless, obviously, things are now panning out.
Yes, and Avni, because we've heard this in the past as well, that he will launch a political party, his work has begun, that the formal announcement will happen. One must wait and watch to see how that pans out. But like Sumant was pointing out, this will definitely ruffle some feathers amongst the existing giant parties of Tamil Nadu politics. And what is the important bit here is him saying that he will contest these state elections. So Rajinikanth saying that we will be contesting the assembly elections, but we will form the government that people support and provide an honest and non-corrupt government means that he is a lot more serious and perhaps has some more clarity this time about what he wants to do. The details, of course, like you said, will be announced maybe by December 31st and for party to be launched in January. So from here on, activity should pick up. But we've heard it in the past. The big takeaway this time is the clarity that Rajinikanth will fight elections. Who will he go with? Will he fight independently? Or will he then later on join hands with somebody? Remains to be seen. It will definitely change the entire game. We've been repeatedly telling, our viewers and our national viewers across the country that this time the Tamil Nadu elections are going to be very, very fiery and exciting. DMK has become a big challenger. AIADMK is also not, giving up too easily. They have also gotten their act together. There is return of Shashikala. There is now the formal announcement of Rajinikanth fighting these elections. Kamal Hassan has said he might too, although Lok Sabha performance of Kamal Hassan is something that people still do remember, which was an abysmal performance. But state elections is a completely different ballgame. So there are lots of big names and big parties involved, and the next few months are definitely going to be exciting. Thalaiva's final announcement about fighting the elections is just going to add spice to them.
Absolutely, Tanvi. Thank you so much for getting us that perspective. Let me also go across to Managing Editor Vinay Tiwari, who's joining me on the phone line as well. So, Vinay, this is something, it's been, the anticipation for this has been going on for several years, and now finally we are seeing some sort of clarity here. 31st is when, what we understand is when he will announce the formal, entry into politics, and of course, this is going to change the entire landscape of the assembly elections.
Yes, and look, I mean, won't he? Has been one speculation about Rajinikanth for years, as you said, in Tamil Nadu. In fact, in 2017, he came very close to it, and he had actually gone into a retreat, hills in the north, and I remember the whole media chased him there because it was expected that he'd come out of the retreat and then announce a political party. He did come out. The announcement fell short of actually making a formal full-time entry into politics. I mean, he certainly spoke about the importance of spiritual politics. The speculation that he wanted to interfere because Jayalalitha had passed away and Karunanidhi's health was not doing very well, and he believed that Tamil Nadu would face some kind of a political vacuum which he could fill. But having said that, he never did that for the last several years. In fact, Avni, his announcement has been preceded by intense speculation about not just the fact that he will announce a party, but also about who's possibly going to back him or prop him up. Because remember, yes, a lot of the things that happen in an obvious fashion have sometimes an underlying in-between line story as well. While that suspense is still not over, what is clear is that this is going to change the game in the elections which are going to happen in the next 4 months or so. I think Tamil Nadu was already experiencing a fairly complicated electoral battle. Remember, there is another event which will change some bit of the activity within AIADMK, that is the release of Sasigala. That's expected sometime later this year or possibly early next year. That itself will create some kind of upheaval within the AIADMK. And now, with Rajinikanth's entry, it just complicates the game for everybody. And I think every party will probably go back to the drawing board to figure out on how to deal with this new announcement. Quite a major one in terms of the elections that are about to come up.
Yes, absolutely, Vinay. So like you pointed out, one factor is the return of Shashikala as well. And then, of course, Kamala Hassan also said that there could be something from there, though, again, nothing certain. And of course, now with Rajinikanth saying that he is going to, announce his political entry officially on the 31st of December, it's now going to completely go back to a sort of wait and watch mode until there is clarity on this front about Rajinikanth, his party, what exactly is that, how that is going to pan out.
Yes, and I think it will be very interesting to note. It will be actually quite an interesting time for journalists to actually try and find out who exactly is going to be a bit of a political advisor to Rajinikanth. And
Yes.
I'm not talking of the role in terms of the internal party, but somebody or some party which may be actually helping him in create a completely new political equation. I don't want to take names right now because we don't have independent verification of it, but it is possible that there is some kind of a prop that is being provided to him, and that has given him the confidence to enter. Because remember, there has been a very different trajectory that both Kamal Hassan and Rajinikanth have adopted in the state of Tamil Nadu. Kamal Hassan has become a formal politician. He he understood the difficulty of, how politics is not, like the film screen, and it's way more difficult. He also, in terms of the popularity, Rajinikanth enjoys slightly higher popularity than possibly Kamal Hassan. Also, I think Kamal Hassan has started, his approach to politics is very philosophical, something that doesn't always communicate very well to the people. That's something that Rajinikanth will discover now. So my personal sense is it will be very interesting to see who's dropping Rajinikanth, if anyone. Because if he is entering this politics entirely on his own accord, and everything that will happen from now onwards, his own parties will do it, and nobody else is backing or supporting him overtly, then the game is even more interesting, because that will not make it easy for any party to assess who's going to get damaged more. And I think right now, most parties will start assessing the damage more. I am also very interested in now observing how Kamal Hassan reacts to it, because for a long time he's been calling Rajinikanth his friend. Both of them get along pretty well, and they respect each other pretty well. How does that play out is something which will be also, because now he's a competitor, not just on the screen but also on the streets where the elections are fought.
Yes.
So very interesting times. I think the Tamil Nadu elections have certainly been perked up with this new announcement, and it will be quite a roller coaster ride for the next 4 months.
Yes, absolutely, Vinay. Thank you so much for getting us all of that perspective. Let's try and get in some more reactions as well. I'm being joined on the phone line by C.R. Saraswati of AMMK as well. And just before I go across, there's also a tweet that has come in by Karti Chidambaram, who is, on your screens right now, questioning whether the alliance between AIADMK and BJP is still on. That's what Karti is questioning at this point in time. But C.R. Saraswati, coming to you here, your first reaction to this. All right, we seem to have lost that line, but we'll try and go back to it. That is the breaking news coming in at this point in time. Karti Chidambaram has asked Tamil Nadu BJP to clarify. All right, we've also got Tirupati Narayanan, BJP leader, who's joining us on the phone line. Thank you for joining us. Your reaction to this?
We welcome Mr. Rajinikanth into Tamil Nadu politics. I have been saying that there is a very big vacuum, especially after Mr. Karunanidhi and Ms. Jayalalitha's demise. So we welcome Mr. Rajinikanth. As he said, he is going to contest 2021 election. As far as Karti's tweet is concerned, let him look after their own alliance. First of all, they should look after their alliance with the DMK. Why should they bother about AIADMK and BJP alliance? So it is not the botheration of Karti Chidambaram. We are definitely with the AIADMK alliance, and also we share same views of Mr. Rajinikanth, similar views of Mr. Rajinikanth in various issues. So absolutely there should not be any problem. Let Mr. Rajinikanth start the political party, and then we will decide.
Okay, all right. So in response to Karti Chidambaram, Mr. Narayanan, you're saying that the AIADMK BJP alliance is still on, and that is That is something that you have just said. All right, let's also go across at this point in time. We've got some more reactions. Kove Satyam is on the phone line as well. What is your reaction to this entire development here? Rajinikanth, after years, finally making it official, more or less, that he is going to be entering politics.
No, we are monitoring and we are watching the developments. But this announcement is nothing new because he made a similar announcement 2 years ago that he is going to venture into politics. So it's been like 2 years. The next development had taken 2 years for him to even make an announcement. We are closely monitoring and watching it. So let him first get into the fray. Let him first execute what he said and what he promised to his followers.
All right, but Mr. Satyan, yes, I agree. This speculation has been going on for long, but let's assume that this is, this is finally the final word on this in terms of he's come out categorically and said, I will be making the official announcement on 31st and the political party will be, launching in January. Let's assume that that happens and it does go by that, timeline. What then would be your reaction to that?
Probably, yes, we can talk about it, how that structure is being formed, and we can still comment saying that whether it is strong enough to face the elections or it will fizzle out happily. So all I'm saying is we indeed had speculations and news saying that they have formed the booth committee members, 45,000 booth committee members are already on board and all these steps. So these speculations are there. But let us see whether his team and whatever he has rolled out is fit enough to face the elections, the 2021. That will we'll be able to talk about it only by Jan, once he does it.
So until then, you're going to treat this as speculation until the formal announcement comes in.
It was the same December 31st.
All right, we seem to have lost that line with Kove Satyan at this point in time, but let's go back to C.R. Saraswati, who is now with us. C.R. Saraswati, your reaction here, this is going to completely change the entire way the assembly elections, will happen, the entire landscape of the election.
Definitely, Mercy. Today, this APS and OPS government, definitely this is not our late Honorable Chief Minister Amma's government at all. First of all, I'm asking these people, it may be O. Paneerselvam, it may be Mr. Palaniswamy, who made them as a Chief Minister at that time when Amma was alive. Amma gave them an opportunity. Amma said to vote for them. People voted for them. They became the ministers. Once Amma had some problem, Amma made Mr. OPS as a Chief Minister. After Amma's demise, everybody knows what happened to this government, who made this government. Our respectable Chinnamma, that is Shashikala ma'am, even she got a problem, she has to go to jail. She formed this government. You have to be loyal to the people who helped you. When this government is not loyal to the people, if suppose our Chinnamma would have gone like that, there's no government that day. Mr. OPS is opposite to us. He voted against this Edapadi Palaniswamy's government. But they are together now. We made this government. Our Chitti Dinakaran sir and our Shashikala ma'am made this government. They are not loyal to us. Do you think they'll be loyal to people? This government is only for tenders, not for public, not for people. What all the scheme Amma bought, Amma said no. Nothing is implemented. See, Amma bought so much of schemes, giving gold coin, giving scooter to the students, giving a laptop to the students. What happened to all that things? And Amma said no to NEET. Amma said no to GST. Nothing has happened. Everything has come in. And you know very well last 4 years what's happening in Tamil Nadu, including the corona problems. This government, definitely people are not happy with OPS and EPS government. Because everybody in this government, all these ministers, they are giving in interviews. They're keen about their own benefits. That's happening today in Tamil Nadu. It's not for people. And opposition party, DMK, you know very well, Mr. Stalin is holding 98 MLAs. You know 2006 and 2012, late Chief Minister Honorable Mr. Karnani was only with 84 MLAs. He was holding the government for 5 years. With 98 MLAs, what Mr. Stalin said, I'm going to give cases. A lot of cases has been given by DMK to ADMK. And they got wapas. Why? What understanding DMK, ADMK having today? Why they took back all the cases? So definitely people want a new government in 2021.
Right.
And definitely after Ms. Shashikala ma'am's arrival, our leader Mr. Chitti Dinakaran and our Honorable Chinnamma Shashikala ma'am definitely will form a new government, real Amma's government. It's going to happen in 2021, definitely.
All right.
Because
Siya
Shashikala
Saraswati,
may not-
what will you be looking out for when it comes to, of course, there's still no clarity as yet with respect to Rajinikanth's political party or, you know, the details about that. But, of course, right now, everyone will possibly be going back into a wait and watch mode to see now how things will change, what will happen now going forward come January. What would you be watching out for?
No, one thing I forgot to tell you. See, why I'm so confidently telling that Shashikala ma'am and TTV sir will form this government. 34 years, our cinema is with Amma. And in every alliance, you can ask any alliance party. Recently, Mrs. Premalata Vijayakant also in an interview said very clearly that alliance will be, we will speak only to Mrs. Shashikala ma'am. The final will go to Amma. So everybody knows about the thing, what all happened. And she was with Amma and she knows everything in the party. She knows everybody about the party. One thing is that's why we are so confident. Another thing, Mr. Rajinikanth, let him start a party. See, till today, he has not started his own political party. Once he started his political party, if he says his views, what he's going to do for the people, definitely we can discuss about it later on. Because still he's not started his party. So we can discuss about it. It won't be right.
Okay, all right. C.R. Saraswati, thank you so much for speaking to us with your perspective on this. That's the big breaking news coming in at this point in time. Rajinikanth has announced that he will be finally taking the plunge into politics. He will be, announcing his own political party. Those details, the official announcement will happen on the 31st of December. This is just months ahead of the Tamil Nadu Assembly elections. This is going to change the face of the election. The political landscape of Tamil Nadu will completely change with this. On that note, we're going to slip into a very quick break. Come back with lots more.